This is Smithy.tv.
So tonight on Smithy TV, the Mind Reels, once again, we've got kind of a special show tonight.
We have a crazy show.
It's a crazy show. We've got 3 segments, which is weird because it's gonna keep us on our toes. I think. Like at least 8
on our toes more.
8 guests. 8 guests maybe at least. That's insane. We're going to be talking about a new web series, which we just saw the first episode for, called Omega.
Woo!
Nice. Simu's very excited.
Aren't you guys?
Yes, it was their turn to speak.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay,
But yes, we're joined by Simu Lee.
Simu Liu.
Simu Leo.
Leo.
Very cool.
You got the first name.
I know. I was like,
that was the hard
that. So I got full.
That's alright.
You're just gonna be like Madonna, one name. That is
That's just awesome. And Jess Brown and Andrew Fleming.
hello.
So welcome. You guys apparently make up the civilian side of Omega.
That's right.
Pretty much 3/4 of.
3/4.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he's already dead. I'm taking it.
Well, we have our other friend John, who's not here right
Yeah.
now. He's with the other group.
Oh.
Yes.
He's our
our
leader,
leader.
de facto
Yes.
leader at the beginning of the
Exactly.
series. That kind of, I guess
Just-
that's everything.
Been turned traitor and gone to the military side of things for tonight's purposes.
He kind of goes to both sides. He's like the connection to the two, I guess. But yeah, we're the core of the civilian group, I suppose.
Basically, there's a reason why you're seeing us first, and that's because we're the only ones that matter, and then the other ones.
Right.
Wow. Now it all
If
comes
we have
out.
to cut after this and there's just no time.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
know,
There's
just
nothing
get
going
me
on.
a little bit of them, and
Yeah.
that's all you need.
Perfect, right?
Right. That's it.
Now, it hasn't started yet on the internet, but can you tell us what it's about?
So it's literally a day away from release. The first episode
Wicked.
releases
Yeah.
as of now tomorrow.
Okay.
So
I don't know what time. I couldn't tell you what time.
No, but I mean,
It's
Yeah, that's-
the
At some
trailers come
point.
out pretty early in the morning,
Yes.
noon or something like that. And so it's about just, I guess it's Earth has been invaded by aliens,
happens a lot. By the way.
which does apparently happen a lot. And this is set 5 years after First Contact. So after we
Okay.
make First Contact, 5 years later, humanity has just basically been decimated, and it centers in on a couple of groups trying to just survive in this new world.
Cool. All right. So what do you guys do? Like in the civilians, what essential role do you play?
Well, we're basically just trying to survive. So we have, we don't get to experience. The audience doesn't learn a lot about what has happened in between the 5 years. So we kind of pick up right at the 5-year point.
Which I like. I like that there's just a little bit of background.
Yeah,
and
you
then
get
get
thrown
into
into
it, you
it,
know,
yeah.
and then
Yeah, no,
you just start.
because we'll find out about it later. It's
Yeah.
not important, right? The important right now is the present, and so we start there, and basically it's just the basics, and to me it's survival. So we're trying to figure out how to get to the next thing, and we're learning about the aliens, but we personally haven't had any kind of contact with them yet.
But our main goal is to try to make it to the nearest military outpost because we have this idea in our heads that that's the way to survive. So that's sort of in the first series where it goes. But anyway, but I think that's really interesting in the first series too. You get to see a lot of the relationships in between the characters.
Right.
In further episodes, you'll see a lot of flashbacks, so you get to really see how far we came in these 5 years and how we all know each other. So
Okay. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially the idea of jumping right into it is always good because that way the viewer's
Yeah.
like, what's going on? Which I love.
Nobody's ever like in the middle of the action going, 5 years ago.
Remember
was like
when?
this."
Exactly.
I have my dog.
So now did you get? Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say the other nice thing. There's other kind of what's the word? Opponents, if you will, aliens, because it also kind of takes the zombie perspective as well, a la Walking Dead. But they're not exactly zombies. They call them infiltrators.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now these are help me out here, guys. But I believe it's people who've been infected with some sort of virus, something.
Way off
Okay.
base.
I wasn't in that episode. That was later on.
No, that's
We
pretty
never
much
got to
it.
see them.
That's pretty much it.
That's
It's,
Yeah, no, they've been infected individuals.
Basically, we find ourselves fighting ourselves more than these alien creatures,
That's
and it's
cool.
because they have a way of just turning humans against each other, and exactly they already hate each other. Not the mindless kind of zombie, but they turn them into very highly complex, self-sufficient yet able to work together, able to operate firearms. So they're a little trickier than zombies, basically.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
much
not
more
bad.
advanced in
Yeah.
zombies, if you can.
Yeah.
Better, stronger, faster, bionic zombies.
Very veiny as well.
Yeah.
Lots of veins.
Okay, so you can kind of pick them
Yeah,
up.
less
And they
flesh
don't
falling
die
off.
easy.
Yeah.
Well,
You put a bullet in their head and they'll do the trick.
yeah.
The usual. The usual.
Yeah.
Disembowelment.
That'll be the next evolution,
Yeah.
is that like a gunshot to head wound will not kill
Yeah.
anyone.
Yes.
Okay, then we're screwed.
I don't know.
I
Like, cut off all their limbs until they're completely useless, and they're just like
They'll still
yeah,
figure a way
on the
flopping
ground, kind of
fish.
flopping.
I've removed all their teeth.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Now you're
That's awesome. Did
She's
you guys
gonna
do
kill
like
ya.
any firearms training for all of this? What did you go through to prep?
Well,
No, do you want?
I'll take that one. The one person that didn't shoot an actual gun in the movie.
We're gonna give
But
that
I did
away.
have a gun the whole time and a baton. It was amazing.
but
baton.
he is training for the relay race.
I was gonna say like leading parades.
No,
I'm not
like the
quite
ones
sure.
where you like whip it out and you can hit people with it. That kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we were lucky enough to have somebody on set, one of the other actors,
Wicked.
who it has been in the military and the police force, so he was able to show me at least how to hold the gun properly. I don't know in terms of you.
Somebody needs to show Rick Grimes on The Walking Dead.
It's a little trouble.
Right?
Yeah, we wanted to portray the fact that we knew how to shoot these weapons, but not that we were like so expert with them, because we're
Because you
civilian
just-
groups.
yeah,
We
the
probably
kick,
we came to these weapons by chance, not because we've been training with them.
Exactly.
And we use them as a means to survive, not necessarily, having spent that much time familiarizing ourselves with
Yeah.
it. So, yeah, that's what we wanted to get across. Although I think you guys went to the shooting range.
Yeah, me and Mike, a couple weeks before shooting, we ended up going to a gun range out, and I had never shot a weapon before, but I really wanted to. I was very excited, and it was just the two of us, and we got like a one-on-one training session with this guy, and we shot handguns, Magnum, shotguns, short and long, and
I wanna do that.
assault rifles as well. It was pretty badass. I can't lie. It was like we had as much time as we had wanted to do it. So
Wow.
it was pretty powerful. Like it was just learning about how you think you can do it one way, but you really got to put your whole body into it.
Yeah.
And, so that was really informative, and I it would be awesome if all of us could go at some point and
Oh, that'd
do it
be so
again.
much fun. Yeah.
Well, you don't need to.
And
Yes,
for,
because season 2, I'm gonna kick some ass. Let me tell you.
we and for me, like Simu said, the weapons were found, and like
Right.
in one of the episodes, John he like finds my weapon is kind of given to me as like almost like a gift, and it's sort of like I got the AK-47, so the most barbaric of all weapons. Like even a child can use it. So that's one of the things where you can you can just be like and
You're gonna hit something.
it worked for my character 'cause he was kind of exactly.
Yeah.
Is that what it sounded like?
Yeah.
That was my character inspiration.
It was very Arnold.
I thought of the whole time I was thinking Arnold when I was shooting this. My character, but my character in that sense, I feel like our guns actually matched the qualities of our character.
Okay.
Because for me, like my guy was like the wild card of the bunch, and he loose cannon, never knew what he was going to do, and the gun that kind of reflects that. And then for Simu, the sniper rifle, very very precise, and,
precise,
you
efficient.
know, very technical.
Technical.
And that's you doing martial arts as well. You know, karate chopping your way.
Lots of this.
Yes.
Lots of this in Omega.
Yes.
All the time.
Damn it, I've been doing it
I would love
wrong.
to see some more hand-on-hand combat.
Me
in the
too,
future.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, if you see the trailer, I think every single clip has a gun going off.
Yeah, the trailer
So
was
very
awesome.
firearm heavy. It is awesome, nevertheless.
That
but
was
it-
the one that sold me. I'm like, because I got the trailer. I'm looking and go, this looks pretty freaking sweet.
And every shot where you see the ship in the sky,
Yeah,
I'm
right,
like,
that's
Jesus
true.
Christ.
Well, and
Yes.
to speak to that, the special effects are, you know, amazing. I can't
Yeah.
believe what the team has done
Mhm.
afterwards. So, I mean, for us, as actors, it's so cool seeing what is added in afterwards.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
obviously none of that was there. None of the gunshots,
What?
none of the explosions.
You just ruined
No,
it
but
all
I
for
was so
her.
shocked when I saw it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Like, they did
Yeah, it looks really
Yeah, I
sweet.
was like, look at the sky, look at the sky, look higher.
Something-
Oh, there's a ship, it's the ship, it's the ship.
Yeah.
It's so big, it's so big. Why, it's so big.
Were you really thinking of the ship scene?
I'm glad you said that. 'cause That's where my brain went.
Why would you go there? Why would you
Ah,
go there?
brothers, you
That's
know.
like-
Come on. Yeah.
Now, all right, we've already mentioned the fact that you guys are kind of throwing around the idea of a season 2 already.
We were talking about it on the first day of shooting.
Like, wouldn't it be great?
Yeah, no.
Just like, and I should have gone in season 2.
Yeah.
It's about graduating.
Well, that's going back to you know, all the time that's been in between the 5 years, and that's something that would be really creative about doing in future seasons. Because for those who may not be around, if it was
Right.
still set in the present,
Don't say
I'm just saying,
that.
Nick.
No, you shouldn't talk about
Not one person dies in this series. Okay.
Nobody dies.
It's just like an episode of the 18.
What's that?
It's like an episode of the 18.
You know, I can't. I wish I can't.
Everybody sees that.
They're like stormtroopers. We just stand there and they're just like.
Yeah. So future seasons, actually, they've discussed could potentially take place in the past.
Right.
I like
You know,
that.
exploring what's happened,
Yeah.
you know, up until
Yeah.
this point, and it gives us something to play with, see how we got to where we got, and then you know maybe mirroring that with some people who are still in the present. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Basically taking the Lost approach and just being like,
Exactly.
you think you know where we're at right now? Let's
Yes.
just
No, yeah.
But it
Mix
would
it
make
all up.
way
Mix it
more
all up.
sense.
Season 3 is a flash
And then-
sideways.
yeah,
and
exactly.
Because we're not
We've got
pretending
2
like we're
hours.
going back in time.
And we were all dead to begin with, and this was all purgatory. So there you go.
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
just
ruined
ruin Lost
it.
for
You
everyone?
ruined it.
Oh snap!
I'm literally
I'm
in
sorry.
the 6th season right
If
now.
you-
Are you serious?
If you are currently
Not
watching
even
Lost
Don't
and not
waste
caught
the
up, I
time.
am so sorry.
Wow.
I just ruined Lost for you.
I didn't even finish Lost because of that.
There you go.
No,
It did seem.
that made sense. That's where my mind was going.
What I like, see, I mean, you compare Lost to something like Breaking Bad. You know, Breaking Bad has it set up from the beginning
Yeah.
what is going to happen. Whereas Lost, I mean, I was hooked. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
But they were making it up as they went along. They're like, oh shit, this has gotten really popular. We need to figure this
We
out.
need to figure out what this
And,
smoke monster is.
so I feel like you almost kind of have a responsibility, you know, to think about where this is gonna go.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I think that they've already started thinking about that, you know, brainstorming ideas and whatnot.
But it depends on how well the series does. So the more people watch it, the more.
So where's it gonna be? Like what? We watched it YouTube.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube or
Yeah,
is there like a
it's-
specific website? set
It's
up?
on a channel called Mission in the Prime, which is streamed through YouTube. But I believe
Okay.
that they also have a website, but it's primarily web-based
Yeah.
right now. I've heard some talk about it be just them streaming it together and sort of trying to make it like a
Oh,
feature
cool.
length or
Yeah.
Packaging
Oh,
it
that'd be
together,
cool.
then
Yeah.
putting it on Netflix, putting, you know.
yeah,
I'm
putting it
into
on
that.
Netflix. Just
Well,
as
because
more-
that's how TV is going these days.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, you see like
Yeah.
House of Cards and stuff like that.
The
Like,
whole
that's
series.
House
Yeah,
is
yeah.
amazing if you haven't seen it.
Yes.
But that's how people are watching TV now. They don't watch an episode and then wait. I mean, sometimes you
don't
have
need
to,
to.
but you don't want to. You want to
Yeah.
watch
You
the
wanna do
entire
it all
thing
in
in
one
one
go.
sitting. Like it is a feature because we have 10 episodes, so it's
Okay.
as if it's 100 minutes. And
Right.
Oh, that's alright.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I would do that. They just did that with what is that? Video Game High School was a web series, and they just knitted it all together for one.
Video game high school.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they knitted it all together for one big presentation on Netflix. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wicked idea.
And they did it with Halo Forward Unto Dawn as well, which
Yes.
is something else that that was released through Machinima. They've done like a lot of high profile
So
projects.
maybe it'll be like an Omega game or something that we can.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Right, to tie a game.
Yeah.
You guys can do
Now
it.
they
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
I read, thanks to Simu actually, thank you for bringing this to my attention. But they didn't Machinima release a commercial on standard television. On like after the Walking Dead finale, there was a commercial for their Mortal Kombat show.
Yeah, that's right. They're the first YouTube network to have purchased TV time, basically. So they
That's cool.
They did a spot for the Mortal Kombat Legacy season 2.
I remember that.
Which I think is a great direction to go in because, like we said, TV's changing with Netflix and people kind of going away from cable and things being more internet driven.
Oh yeah.
The majority of the people watch the TV on their laptop anyways now.
I do.
That's all I do.
Exactly.
Cable,
So,
what's that?
yeah.
If I want to watch it, I'm gonna.
So
watch it somehow.
let's get the
And I
people who-
DVR everything and then watch it like
Yeah.
days later.
So get the people who are watching it on cable and then bring them to our realm, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think it's a great way to start marketing the show.
Oh yeah, and it looks like the theatrical, the trailer for it looked so cinematic. I mean, it looks gorgeous. I showed it to a friend of mine. She goes, "It looks like a feature film.
Yeah.
Like just the level of the camera work, the level of the color correction, the film stock, everything looks like
Yeah.
you'd see it on a big
We
screen."
have to thank our director Jared for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
unreal.
Who
This has
We'll
become
take them later.
no, this has become something way beyond what I pictured when I answered the first casting call.
Yeah, seriously.
And I'm very, very
On
thankful for that.
Mandy.com.
On Mandy.com, yes. Anyone can post anything on
Which,
Mandy.
yeah, if you don't know what Mandy.com
No.
is, it's like it's a Craigslist but for actors.
Oh, cool.
And it's free to post, so basically you get a lot of student films and things, and then
Yeah,
one
that's
day,
cool.
yeah, I mean, us being actors that are still trying to make it, we wake up every day and presumably one of the first things that we do is we check Mandy to see if there's any breakdowns that we can apply to, and then one day it's like, Machinima.
I hadn't even heard of it before.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Well, I knew exactly what it was, and I was like, "This is insane. Is this a joke?" And then when I finally got the audition for it, I ran in being like, "I'm gonna get there's no way I'm not gonna get this. I know everything that you're about. Like, I need to be on this. Whatever it is."
That's cool.
Nice.
I could be a little Oompa Loompa wearing a suit. I'll be perfectly happy. Just get me on.
Well, that's the attitude you
this,
have to have.
I'll do anything out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not the Oompa Loompa attitude.
No, I had never even heard of that site. I'm totally booked.
Oh,
on
it's
it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, most stuff is like you said, student or unpaid work. Great for beginning actors to get any kind of experience at all. And once in a while is a gem, and that might pay, or a gem that will have so many viewers. Like
Or maybe not. Another jam, man.
you never
Or
know.
gem.
Because, the good thing about student films is though that you never know when those people.
Oh yeah,
They want to
break.
go somewhere
Yeah.
bigger as well, and then if you enjoy working together, then maybe down the road something bigger
So,
happens. And then,
relationships.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Jared's only 23 years old. I mean, you could have told he was so talented.
Oh yeah.
And you can tell at that age. You could have told probably a few years ago too. So these people come up and coming in film school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in Toronto, I mean, there's so many little festivals and stuff too that showcase
Yes.
so there's stuff that's not TIFF, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. There are a few.
Like, because we just saw that. What did they have? The one that we just went to with Dead Before Dawn.
Was
I don't
it-
remember which
Oh
one.
man, yeah.
Yeah, but it was all for like younger people, and it was
Oh, yeah, Next
programmed by-
Generation.
Yeah, Next Gen.
Yeah.
Which one?
Next Gen.
Oh,
Next Gen. Yeah.
I-
At
I-
TIFF, which was
It's pretty new,
fantastic.
but yeah, it was
It's
all
for,
like
like, the
through
children's
TIFF like
film.
life.
Yeah,
Festival?
like teens and
yeah.
they do a lot of teen involvement. Like they.
And it was
like, literally-
programmed by, they had
by
like a
teens,
group
yeah.
of teenagers
Amazing.
that were like
That
interested
wanted-
in film and
Yeah,
stuff.
I wanna
Yeah.
make movies and yeah. It was
That's
really cool.
great. I think that's so important.
I love
Yeah.
Toronto for that stuff.
Yeah, I had the kind of upbringing that wasn't necessarily conducive to arts careers. And yeah, well, I'm Asian, so you already know how that conversation went down. I know. Shocked. But yeah,
You could be like,
it's-
I can play a doctor.
I think that's gonna have to do, Mom and Dad. I think if I can play doctor,
They'll be happy.
they'll be happy.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Didn't even.
No, but I mean the fact that there are these teens doing it, I mean it creates
Yeah.
visibility for the industry as a whole, and just it's not as if you're going into this unknown place. You're not sure if you're gonna, you're not gonna be dead broke and looking for work.
Mhm.
This is a legitimate venue that people can pursue,
Wicked. Yeah.
and I think that's great.
Okay, now to wrap up, what else you guys have coming up outside of Omega?
Go for it.
Who's on the go?
At the same time as Omega, I was also filming a feature called Tapped, which filmed out in London, Ontario, and it had some pretty cool people in it, like Michael Biehn, who was in Terminator.
I saw that on your page. Yes.
Oh, you're stalking me?
Not yet.
All right.
At least he's honest.
But no, but there's a few other really awesome like UFC people in there too.
Cool.
Yoda
Okay.
Machida and
Anderson Silva.
and a few other awesome people.
Cool.
So that was a lot of fun. We were filming that at the same time, and I'm on a couple of like docudramas too, like
Nice.
Surviving Evil and Mystery in Paradise.
Sounds sexy.
Andrew?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to the stage right now, and
Nice.
I am doing a.
A true thespian.
Exactly.
That's what-
Exactly. Well, that's where
Yes.
I'm a trained actor.
Oh, yes.
So I'm doing. I actually had my first rehearsal today, but it's we're doing a stage adaptation of the classic cult film
Right.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
1968, and George A. Romero, the godfather
Yeah.
of the zombie genre, is actually the executive producer of this.
Yeah.
Show. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, they did do some promotions around there. I wasn't sure if that was Toronto or
Okay.
okay. I hadn't been cast at that point, but it's gonna be awesome. Basically, a complete rewriting of the story. It's going to be very original. Everything is done in black and white, just like in the original
Wicked.
film. So going from set to makeup to lighting, costume, and all that stuff. So complete black and white. It's absolutely hilarious. It's going to be a great time.
We're there.
It's tons of of zombie killing and special effects and whatnot. So
When's that looking to go to stage?
we do previews April 23rd to 25th, and then we open on April
Dude, that's
26th. Very soon.
Where
I know.
is it?
It's going to be at Theatre Passe Muraille, downtown. It's
Okay.
at Queen and
Oh,
Bathurst,
yeah.
Toronto.
Oh, perfect.
And you can get all information's at nightofthelivingdeadlive.com. And we do 9 shows a week, so Tuesday to Sunday.
Jesus.
And Romero's actually going to be doing a couple of Q&A talkbacks after
Nice.
select shows. So go to the website for all the information on when that's happening.
cool.
But
And he's
Hey, Andrew.
awesome for those.
Hey, Andrew.
I've seen him
Yeah.
at
How many tickets for friends and family do you have?
I got 2 comps, and I've
Two?
I know.
Come on!
I know. What do you? I know.
So I have to pay to go to your show?
I'm not going.
Most of my artist friends probably won't go because
That sounds wicked.
well, I mean,
I'm going.
the thing about it is a lot of artist friends are broke,
That's
and
true.
theater is not cheap, and that's one thing about it. But you'll get a great experience out of it regardless. So
Totally doing that.
totally recommend coming out if you're a fan of the genre. If you like Walking Dead or any zombie film, this is going to be a great time.
I'm really regretting letting you go after Jess because I can't possibly top that.
It's not true.
You booked a cake commercial.
He's
Just shot a I just shot a commercial for the
Yeah.
cake. Look
So
at
we
that.
all went out for it. You know what? Sienna? We all went out for it, and you got it.
Ah, see?
There you go.
And it's a national, right?
And it is a national,
See?
yeah, so that's
great.
happening. What's a little bit further down, but is still very real, is myself and Murray, who actually plays Carmen.
Right.
You'll be seeing him later.
Yes.
The guy with scary arms.
Scary arm guy.
Yeah. I'm actually really happy that he's not in sick. Otherwise, I would look really.
He's gonna have to
small.
sit there and
Yeah,
take
exactly.
up the entire side of the table.
I know.
Everybody else will just be sitting over there.
But we're actually going to start a production company that will serve as the launch pad for both of our acting careers. And I've already started writing shorts, and we're gonna produce them and we're gonna shoot them, and hopefully that's gonna turn
Do
out
it.
well. So yeah.
That sounds
Nice.
wicked. Awesome.
We can hook you up with some extras.
We know people. We know people. That is perfect. And
I'll
I
sit and pet your dog in the background.
I would love that.
Yeah. So I think that's a perfect spot to wrap up the first segment.
Watch the
Guys,
series when it
yeah.
comes
Yes.
out. Follow us
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Tomorrow
ask
at
us
some
anything.
point.
Right? Yeah, tomorrow at some point. We have nothing better to do, so just
One episode every week.
Friday.
That's wicked.
Exactly.
Cool.
Nice.
And the episodes are, it was like 7 minutes or
7,
something? Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's 7
Are they-
minutes,
are
they
5
long-ish?
seconds.
Oh, that's short. I thought they were more like 10.
Yeah.
Some of them might be longer, I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably not exactly on the
Depends on what goes
same.
on there. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having us.
Great time.
Yeah. part 2 of our look at Omega,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome so far. I mean, the first group was a good group. So we've got 2 guys now and a pair of arms
Yeah, exactly.
that scared the crap out of me when I saw them. So we've got Murray Urquhart, which is a good Scottish name. It's a good Scottish name. And Michael, and I'm even looking at my notes on this one. Chwastiak?
That's right.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Also a good Scottish name.
Okay. So you guys are the military side of Omega.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. He's actually the boss man. He's my CEO.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
You could take him and break him.
Oh, well, you think.
The military rules I had to listen to. But once we're retired, game over.
It's over, yeah.
Game over, man. Game over. Yeah, hey, I'm making this house anyway.
At the very least.
Making this
The emotion you put me through.
Yeah, that was very much our. Yeah, I think there was a couple times that we thought we were going to rumble on camera.
Yeah, there was some
we
real
really-
tension there.
Yeah?
It was. We sort of said it was a player-coach
Okay.
relationship.
That makes sense.
But it started to, as the show kind of went on, it started to get worse because of, Ira's death and such, right? Spoilers!
Spoilers. That's right, I don't even know who that is yet.
That was in episode 2, we saw that in the thing. But honestly, basically, it's kind of like, I guess he was my love, really. There's just certain scenes where we started going against him. Conflict of interest and stuff like that.
The military has a pretty tough go in this. I mean, it's 5 years after the invasion. We've been, reduced to nothing. We're on foot. We're constantly on patrol, on and on and on, and
Right.
we're fighting a losing battle. So
And everybody else is looking to you to make everything better.
yeah,
Take care of them.
and at least you see, what stuff makes the end and what doesn't. But there was some we got some pretty good, I'm picking on him stuff that was
There's a lot of ones like that, basically.
Mr. Shot, that kind of stuff.
Rubbing it. It's my manhood. This is kind of my kind of thing, right? He's basically belittling me and emasculating me. It's not cool. It's not
No,
cool.
it's not. You should be ashamed.
It was fun.
And I would do it again.
But all those nights at home, I cry.
Crying himself to sleep in his weed pillows.
It's a very sensitive soul, really.
Yeah,
Next time, make the shot.
It's like, make the shot, you won't have those problems.
That's true. That's true.
Bastard.
So we had a lot of fun with that, and we were really lucky because Jared gave us a lot of leeway in terms of listening to us and giving us chances to really take the character out in new ways and play with it, and
Nice.
he was always there making sure it worked.
Mhm.
But so we had some really fun scenes.
Yeah, Jared was cool like that. He basically said to us, "Bring something to set.
Yeah.
Bring something to set." That was it.
That's all right.
He Matt had showed up in a pink Snuggie, I'm sure.
Probably would.
He'd be like, "Go home." But
That is not camouflage.
I brought donuts.
But it was cool like that. So we all kind of brought our own thing, I think, probably from our past too, the stuff that people who we are, and because we all come from different backgrounds, we all have our own unique stories, even in real life. So I think it's kind of like Jared would say, the Avengers assemble. Kind of, we all come together and
Sure.
make this this web series. So
Which is awesome. It looks awesome. We've seen the first episode.
Yes.
It does look awesome. So training, what did you guys go through for training? Or being the CEO, did you just this is how you sit at the desk?
Really? No, we're really lucky because all of us have different. Murray's the police officer, and you've had Army training, and Kevin was always there, our production and art, and he was always really on top of all that stuff. And I've had martial arts training myself, and so everybody's had a little bit of something. Everybody brought something to it, and we really tried to play up the finger over the trigger guard.
on them.
Do not have the finger over the
that's-
trigger
Yeah,
guard.
that's one of the first thing was,
Yeah.
initially I was in the military for a bit, and then I became a police officer. And it's one of those things where you put your finger on the trigger, you kill somebody.
Yeah.
So I was always on them for that, all the time. And those civilians, I don't know, in those civilian scenes, you might see some fingers on the trigger, but for the Army guys, I'd make sure that
Yeah.
But that's
it was
not
objective.
safety.
It was,
exactly.
Civilians would do that anyway.
They would know,
Yeah.
right? That's what you see in the movies and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So we try anyway to be on top of it.
you know, I did my best, but when I'm in the scene with them, I can't be like, hey, guys.
We need to do this again.
Yeah.
First marks.
Yeah, so, but they caught on right away. Like the best part was you know, we showed them, and that's it, and it was perfect. By the end of it, they looked like they were real soldiers.
Cool.
That's the best part about it. Like they knew, they made sure they didn't flash anyone with their muzzle, you know, paint anyone, with their muzzle. It was great.
That's
really.
Because I mean, I'm an Air Force brat, so I've never been in said service. But I make sure when I watch any military movie, you have to have it right, or or because people know. I mean, even if they don't know, they'll know that there's something wrong.
That's it.
Like, that's not right. But I love the trigger guy. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's one of my pet peeves.
I'm watching for that.
When I watch movies now, I still go,
Right? Yeah.
I'm like,
I called that on. We had from the listener. We had Lauren Lee Smith on the show,
Okay,
and I just rewatched one of her episodes, and I was because she pulls her gun. I'm like, you better keep that finger inside.
Yeah.
She totally did. So I'm like, that's the way it's gotta be. But what did you shoot with?
For me, my weapon was an M249 saw. Yeah.
Yes, please.
It was good. It was nice. It was. I like Call of Duty. And, Modern Warfare, Black Ops. I play all that stuff anyway. So it was like being a kid again.
Totally.
So just run around and
Do you sleep with it now?
I do actually. I actually named it K-Fed. K-Fed. Yeah. It's one of those things.
Yes.
That was actually one of the funniest things when, as soon as everybody got their weapon, and the first time you had it in the scene, and you hoisted it up and you did whatever, so many people went,
Oh yeah.
out loud, and they were like, okay, wait, no, you don't need the sound effects.
It was.
Oh yeah. Boys with guns and
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
So
I still do that in my apartment.
I'm out there with a lightsaber. No, Sue!
That's awesome. Yeah, because it'd be like, I mean, yes, it's acting, but getting out there and doing something like that with firearms, of course you're going to get right into it and be a kid again and just, let's kick some alien ass! Xenophobes and bug hunts and...
I'm a huge Aliens fans.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Aliens is probably one of my favorite movies for sure.
Man. I just saw that again on the big screen this week.
Seriously?
Yeah, at Cineplex they do like Most Wanted Mondays.
That's awesome.
And they showed Aliens. I'm like, it doesn't matter that I own it on Blu-ray. I'm seeing it on the big screen.
That's awesome.
Because it's fucking sweet.
If I'd have known, I would have gone.
Yeah, me too.
Love that movie.
Me too.
But we had our close encounters of the third kind of moment. We
Right.
had our, sort of Spielbergian moments in the whole thing, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It really was a dream for any actor to get a shot.
Because
like this.
you don't get to see very much. Well, I think you get like a glimpse of what they look like in the trailer, like just barely.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the point where it's like.
Have you guys been able to watch the whole thing now? Like, with all the effects and stuff in it?
2 episodes that were
really?
90% complete. So.
Oh, man.
And I watched a different one too. That was an earlier cut too. So we've all seen little bits and pieces, and they're so excited. We get little bits and pieces. And
it's great. We got to watch it on Super Bowl Sunday, and we honestly didn't even. I think we just spent the time watching the shows over and over again. So it was good.
I want to watch that bit where I say that thing again.
Yeah, touchdown. Okay.
Because I think we talked about it like really briefly with the other group that it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anytime that ship in the sky, I'm just like, that's wicked.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna say it. I had a reaction to one of the lines in the first episode where it says, I think one of the characters says, "Well, when was the last time you've seen any aliens?" They're like, "They're right there in the sky." They're right there. But then they explain the whole 7 months, and I'm like, "All right, I'll let you have that." But they're there. Look up.
They're in the ship.
It's like all of a sudden one of these things will pass by. I don't want to give away too much about how it all happens, but it's like, so you never quite know, and there's always a sense of. And then it's like, okay, things are quiet for a while,
Really?
so maybe they're gone for a bit, maybe we're okay, and then you're not.
Then no.
All of a sudden you're not, So
Because the idea of seeing one of those things come sliding over the horizon, that would just kind of be wicked to see.
Yeah.
And the ground just shakes and everything gets tossed.
And it's done so well.
Yeah.
Like the sun is bouncing off the metal exterior and stuff. Like everything, it looks like it's there in the world. So
Yeah, they did a great job.
They sure did.
Such a good job.
Yeah.
And then the one scene we were talking about, we're taking shelter under a truck,
Yeah.
and we're working through all the stuff, and we're talking about whether we could shake the truck and add it to it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so Jared opens the doors and still got the Davis voice, and I look up and I go, bees!
There's a mess there.
And it came out exactly like Christopher Lloyd, bees, you know? Great, and then he Marty for bees, you know, and he just starts cracking, and that's it. We're
laughing
done.
for an hour straight. I couldn't stop laughing. Like it was like this supposed to be a serious moment in the show. This serious moment. This guy's bees like.
Some days later, he would just walk up to me out of nowhere and he'd go, bees! And then we were done, and then we would be. So, I mean, we were very serious about when we were doing it, and we tried not to joke, and we, we just kept quiet in between scenes. We don't want to throw things off, but there were those moments.
Oh, of course. Like on any set,
Yeah. We
Just
had,
go home. We're done for today.
we had that one scene where
The geese?
The geese.
So
basically, there was a scene where I gotta pick up a helmet, and I chew tobacco for this character, so I spit before I deliver my lines. So when I went to pick up the helmet, when I spit, I actually hit the sound guy, and he goes, ah! Like this, and it hops. And then all at the same time, all of a sudden, I look at him, I deliver my line, but I'm kind of like this, and then all of a sudden he starts delivering his, and there's two can of geese, and they go by, right,
Whoosh,
like,
right in the frame.
right in the frame.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be in the States, and there's all this.
There was no way. I'm halfway through my line, I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
And then we're like, he looks at looks at Jerry, can we do that again?
Just the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing, yeah. And it took a while to like stop laughing. It's so random.
Right in the middle of an industrial park and an airport, and geese just whoosh to like 4 feet in the ground. It's crazy. But
the time
Spit.
the
dance.
The fire scene. He tried to be serious, right? And there's a line where I'm supposed to. There's a line where he says something, and it's kind of like a beat, and then I spit this big wad of dirty chew. And when I spit, though, it didn't go very far. And it caught on my beard because I grew a goatee, and it was hanging there like this. And I didn't realize it was there, dripping.
So there I am, and I'm profiled just like this with him, and he's got this giant camera hanging out.
I'm trying to be all serious.
Do you
and
think
tough,
you
right?
got him? I'm done. Yeah.
Jared, can we do that again?
Makeup?
Makeup is gross.
We didn't use it very
I was
often.
raw by the end of that.
Oh,
A
yeah.
few weeks raw. They're like, why don't you use fake stuff? I'm like, I just want to keep it authentic. Yeah, and it was good flavors. It had cherry, it had peach, wintergreen.
Wintergreen. It's a menthol chew.
Yeah, it's great.
But then we get this guy to actually spit into the fire, so you get this like hiss when it went up, right? It was you're trying to do the scene, you hear this. Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's cool.
all the little details. Yeah.
Now, is there a moment you guys are most proud of in the series?
Bees.
I believe that our legacy is reasons. So I went never. I'm like, I don't know how you say it. I don't want to give it a spoiler, but I think that beret scene.
The beret scene where I hand him the beret.
Yeah,
Okay.
that felt really good.
I went against his orders to stay. So
Yeah.
did Darcy.
Yeah,
Okay.
He runs off.
yeah.
And then,
Yeah, and then the handover, and that was the thing again that Jared brought us in and went, okay, we need this scene. What can we do?
Right.
And
Yeah.
and that
there
was
was no words spoken.
yeah.
I was,
Cool.
I had the tears.
Yeah.
And he looked at me in shock, and then you could see his eyes kind of welling up as well. And
Nice.
it was really powerful when I see it. Even when I got a chance to see it when it was like it was a rough cut. And yeah, it was.
That's cool.
Like Jared, really, that's the thing that impressed me most. I mean, I've come from a writing background myself, and poetry and all this stuff, so I'm very word oriented.
Yeah.
And there were so many times where he just went, you know what, we can just lose most of these words in this scene. Now that we're here and I see it, we don't need them.
Yeah.
So we really, really cinematic
I love
brain
that.
he's got. So, yeah, very excited, very lucky.
Yeah, he's a wizard.
You really is.
Wizard.
He's a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eighth level.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Double wizard. We're gonna go World of Warcraft. We're gonna go to 90 now or something like that. Yeah.
It's cool that he's not so precious about his stuff too.
Yeah,
He can just say
that's-
like, you know what, we don't need any of this. Let's just do.
And let's make
We'll
it
take
work
this
that way. Yeah.
segment of it and enhance it,
It's
and
so
like
true.
lose everything else.
Yeah, I think we
Like-
gave us an improv scene.
Yeah.
Basically,
Even
yeah.
better.
Wow.
Yeah, we basically sat down and we started talking about food and bourbon and everything. And
What are the
just-
things that your character misses? What do you miss most in the
Yeah.
world?
Oh,
Right.
that's
Everybody
cool.
went
That's
around, they did
very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to make the end, but it was one of those moments. We had a lot of moments that felt really good.
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, definitely.
And
Mashed potatoes.
And now I hope there's like
I
a
said,
blooper reel of
sauce.
some sort.
oh, me too. Yeah.
Oh, blooper, yeah, yeah.
Blooper sauce.
Did you say Epsom salts?
No, no, no.
Wait a
Thank you,
minute.
Rap Skulls. No.
The truth comes out.
Wait, smell it.
Well,
Nice
after we're
fat.
done here, I'm actually going to go eat some and then go eat somebody's
I
face.
knew it.
That's what I'm enjoying.
Knew it.
It's fun.
I'm
It
busy
really
tonight,
is.
but that's awesome. Now, what else do you guys have on the go? Like, besides Omega, what else is on the burners?
Right now, I don't know my exact role, and it's still really early, but there's a new MMA film that's it's full of UFC fighters.
Yeah, you're in no shape for that.
I know.
I'm in no shape.
I only have the cheeseburgers. It's directed by James Hurgott.
Okay.
He did The Striking Truth
Yep.
with GSP. So so it's UFC fighters. From I heard some Hollywood guys are going to be coming in on the project, and I guess should be filming this summer. He doesn't know completely sure. Yeah, I speak to him and
Yeah.
like that. But I think 2014 is supposed to be a
Nice.
movie theater release.
Wicked.
If all goes well, so that's kind of what's on the go right now.
Boom.
Yeah, so waiting on that, and then I actually did a couple days ago. I did just a short little thing on Close Encounters. It's a docudrama.
Yep.
Yeah, with more aliens, and I had to run around every guy with a gun, so it was pretty easy now. Yeah.
You're gonna be
Typecast.
typecast.
Yeah.
He's really good with a gun and aliens.
I was thinking, kind of romantic comedies, right? is what
Oh,
we're talking
yeah.
about, yeah.
Totally.
With the aliens.
With aliens, romancing aliens. Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to see that. I'm just saying. Michael, yourself, what do you got?
We just did a little Roger Corman comic short that was at Sci-Fi Chicago, their little film fest, 24-hour
cool.
film fest. It was
Nice.
called The Toss of the Dice. So it was a 60s parody, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And that just screened in Toronto the other day too at
Damn it.
one of the Little Horrors Film Fest.
Ah.
And I've got like 4 short films I think I'm lined up for now, and I've just finished a couple more short films that I'm waiting on too, and yeah, having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short films are amazing.
Yeah.
I just, I'm going. Well, we're both about to cover film festivals, and I think the shorts are some of my favorite stuff because you have to tell everything in like that little 5 to 20 minute window, and
Yeah.
you've got to be involved. And
Yep.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys are both like working out of Toronto, or
Yep.
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, staying up here.
Nice.
Seems where all the work's coming now.
It's
anyways.
insane
Yeah.
how busy Toronto is.
Yeah, it's getting. Yeah. So.
I love it. And I'm not even in like the acting side of it. We're just kind of on the peripherals
Yeah.
watching everything. It's
Yeah.
just, it's amazing.
And it's even like, because I mean, I don't know, obviously the summer's more busy, but even like this past winter there was always stuff
so
going
much
on.
Yeah.
It seemed.
Yeah.
That's what it
It's a happening city.
It really is.
I think LA is appealing for the fact that, the weather and the beaches and stuff, so I understand that side of things.
Sure.
But I think right now as actors, it's probably better for us to be up here just because I think that just in the surrounding area of LA, there's 250 to 300,000 actors.
Yeah.
Trying to be actors. Like, most of them are probably all waiters and waitresses.
Yeah.
Trying, going
If
to
they're lucky,
auditions.
yeah.
Yeah, if they're lucky. Yeah, up here, we're lucky right now. We have a lot less competition.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
And see, I don't know if it's easier, but the environment up here seems a hell of a lot friendlier.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mostly,
so-
yeah. Definitely.
Because we're Canadians.
Pretty easy going.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're
Do you
playing to
hate?
support each other.
That is awesome. Gentlemen, thank you. Looking forward to seeing the rest of the series because we've only seen the first episode.
I know.
Just saying. Fix that. But yeah, it's awesome. And dude, your arms are scaring the crap. Although you're Scottish and we're both Scottish, so I'm not threatened anymore. They're just, dude. You're embarrassing me. Stop it.
I'm gonna arm wrestle him later.
That is all. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in.
Cool.
And looking forward to seeing what you do with the military
Thanks
side
for
of
having
things.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate this.
Looking forward
Yeah,
to
it was a lot
season
of
2.
fun.
Yes, yeah, season 2. Let's hope.
So,
Yeah.
fingers
Let's
crossed.
hope you guys don't get killed off before the end of season 1.
That's it.
Yeah. No spoilers at all, John.
No spoilers. No.
There's always a flashback.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah.
That's right.
So we are back. Segment 3 of our look at the web series Omega.
Yup.
Wicked.
It's Omega Thursday.
I see what you did. So we are joined by a third round. We've got, I'm going to slaughter everybody's names except for Michael Doyle, so there's that. Because that's an easy one. Good job.
Sci-fi.
So we got Mike Doyle, we've got Mark DeNicola. Hey, when are we close enough?
Well, Denicola.
Fine. Fine.
You can call me DeNicola. I don't care. It's been done before.
Fine. DeNicola does sound cool. Let's go.
Cool.
And then we've got, I'm going to slaughter yours as well, Jared Pelletier.
Sure. I don't
Sure?
even know how to, I don't even know how to pronounce my name, so
Wow.
you got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm not French enough.
I'm not French enough.
Yeah.
Peltier's, I think.
Peltier
That's probably accurate.
Yeah, Peltier is good.
I just say Pelche.
Peltier's even better.
And then people
It's got
think
a
it's
nice
spelled
sound.
like Pelchz.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's French.
So you guys are kind of like the big guys in the military and civilian sides, yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
the most
you
part,
guys
yeah.
like that. So you outrank Michael's character.
I don't outrank him, but I
Kick
outsmart
ass.
him.
Oh, you're smart.
That's true.
All right, fair enough. That's cool. And you're kind of doing the civilian side of things,
Yeah.
being bossy and.
John is the leader of the civilians. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, because you're in the first episode, and you go back, and you've got the map and the whatnot.
Yeah.
And,
I'm out on a recon.
and you take down the infiltrator.
That's right.
I paid attention.
Yeah.
He knows.
Wow, that's good.
And then, of course, Jared, you are the creator and director of this whole shebang.
Yep.
And dude, I gotta say, it looks awesome.
Thank you.
It was,
You outrank everyone.
I know, you don't have to. Thank you.
Not a civilian nor military.
No.
Yeah, he's like God.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
But yeah,
I'll accept that. I'll accept that.
the answer will be acceptable. But yeah, the trailer, when we first saw the trailer, completely blew us away, which is why we jumped at the chance to talk to you guys, because it looks, and you can't say it without kind of sounding kind of goofy, but it looks theatrical. I mean, it's shot on a theatrical level,
Right.
despite the fact that, you know, it's a web series, which is not a bad thing, because web series are so the way to go.
Yeah.
It looks cinematic. I mean, every shot in that trailer, you're just like, holy crap. So, dude.
No, thanks. I mean, a lot of that can actually be attributed to our good friend Eric Talik, who's our DP.
Okay.
He did a great job shooting it. I mean, he's like, you know, the guy behind the look of the show.
The guy behind the guy.
So yeah, so it looks theatrical because of him. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that was definitely the goal, you know, to make something that looks like a movie.
Mm-hmm. And it really does.
Right.
Those segments look fantastic. Now, I need to ask, why are we going after aliens again? I mean, what are you guys doing different in this that makes...
We're doing a lot differently, actually. Aliens invade as they do.
Often, on a
Yeah,
regular basis.
I know.
It's just how they roll.
Right.
I just get everything put back how I wanted it, and they're back, yeah.
Right. But we're not following the invasion itself.
Mhm.
We're essentially jumping 5 years later.
Yeah,
And that's
brilliant.
Yeah, that's something not many movies do. There was a movie with called Monsters a couple years ago by
Yes.
Gareth Edwards.
Yeah.
And
Gorgeous
that jumped forward as well. So it's kind of that model to some extent, and we're following, you know, these contained groups of people, and we're not really focusing on the alien end of things.
Mhm.
It's more the human stories.
Yeah.
So obviously we're mixing in some sci-fi components to keep everybody happy, but yeah,
The
we're
ships look amazing.
They do.
oh, thanks. Yeah. So we're trying. I mean, we're you know, combining some of that with a dramatic end and kind of blending these things together. And hopefully, it, you know,
Yeah.
it's not just a big kind of explosion fest. There's hopefully some depth there.
Well, explosions help that too.
Explosions are good. We have some explosions. Yeah, for sure.
There were some nice explosions in the first episode.
People
I
got
will
some
say that.
guns.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you guys.
Action, I think, accelerates the story.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. But Jared said that the drama and the human element is really big focus.
I mean, yeah, action's interesting when you care about the people involved.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can shoot as many guns as you want, but
If there's no character behind it, what's the point? Yeah.
exactly.
And if it's justified too. If you have a movie that's all blow-ups, then it's a certain type of movie.
Exactly.
And that's not exactly what this is.
Right.
Outsmart him, you say.
Yeah.
All right.
Now you have to back that up.
Be that
smart.
Okay, because I'm looking forward to that then, because I haven't seen Michael's character show. He didn't show up in episode 1 at all.
He's not in much of
Okay.
it. He becomes more prominent in later episodes.
Okay, because I'm just all right. I want to see you take him down. That'll be awesome. He
It's
needs
it.
it. Now,
He needs it.
I'm just saying. I've known him for 5 minutes. He needs it. Yeah.
I've known him for like almost a year now. He needs it.
Now, is there a favorite part in this entire series for you guys? I mean, is there like even off-screen, off-camera that you guys are like, this is awesome. This is a wicked time. I mean, was it training with guns? Because Sue apparently loves that.
This guy actually really trained.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Most of the cast
myself
didn't.
and Andrew went to a shooting range in close to St. Catharines.
Right.
A few days before shooting began, because we knew that we'd be handling guns, and I had never shot a gun before. So we went and.
You can tell we're
it was-
Canadian, right?
A gun? Really?
What is that?
I got about 1,000 miles to find.
I know.
Kilometers, sorry, to find a gun at all.
Kilometers.
But yeah, it's crazy to shoot a gun. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And when you're on set, it's not really like, you're imagining, but you're still just acting.
Well, yeah.
So
There's that awesome part where you because we just talked about it with the other guys, that it's, yes, you're acting and you are there to do a job. I mean, that's why you're there.
Yeah.
But there's that part of you that you're just playing guns as a kid. You're just out there just goofing off.
I mean, you get into the gun is like the reason that you're using the gun is the dramatic piece that you attach to it as an actor. And but then going back a couple weeks before that, before we were on set, shooting the gun, that was my main focus in my brain, was handling the gun, shooting in a certain direction, but then on set, you're back to thinking about why you're using the gun and what you're doing with it, and that sort of thing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We had a really good bond on set. Like everybody.
That's what everybody's been saying.
Yeah, it's been a real good team dynamic. And I mean, the thing that stands out for me would be a lot of the things he would make me do to him.
We like to prank.
Yeah, we like to prank.
Oh,
To throw
sweet.
him off. So I would kind of be the little the chicken, I guess, that he would send off to go and peck on Michael's shoulder.
I'm still not really sure what is really going on.
I'd like to know
this dynamic.
What was the genesis of that even?
I don't even know how it started, but it's carried on even after we wrapped filming. It's like even through emails. I mean,
Oh my god.
Sweet little whispers and.
I told him I was going to sit on his lap for this interview today. So just that type of thing.
I think you gave him a little kiss on the last day.
I did.
I might have felt something more.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good times and always made me a little nervous.
Keep you on your toes, and you got a gun, so really.
Yeah.
Kick his ass.
Totally.
Kick his ass, Seabass. Now you claim you're a huge fan of Spielberg and Cameron and stuff and whatnot. How much of their influence are we going to see in Omega?
To some extent, Spielberg, more on the Saving Private Ryan end of things. It's
Okay.
very, like,
Nice.
I mean, as you've probably noticed, it's very like handheld.
There's a lot of handheld,
and visceral kind of feeling.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that. Not so much on the James Cameron end. It's probably more Neil Blomkamp.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Just because we're kind of the same sensibilities and almost of the same generation. So there's a lot of that and some slightly experimental stuff. But I mean, obviously the guys like Spielberg and Cameron, as you say, are like influential, I think, to any director. And you kind of try to take what they do with characters and the way they inject them into these fantastical stories. But aside from that, you just you also try to do your own thing.
Nice.
And that's what I try to do.
Now we're looking at maybe 7 to 10 minutes for each episode, and there's 10 episodes altogether.
That's right.
Okay. Now, is there any possibility down the line that you're going to knit it all together to make one full-length feature?
Yeah. There's I mean, the original distribution model, as you mentioned, is like 1 per week, 7 to 10 minutes, and then after that, it could be packaged as a movie, on Netflix or possibly DVD as well. So
Cool.
yeah, there's kind of there's all these different models that they can
Please
distribute
have
by.
a blooper reel.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we've been hearing some of the stories.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like we didn't even catch that much on camera when it came to bloopers. I feel like we
All
didn't
pretty
even-
subtle too.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever you
Yeah.
get a situation for a couple weeks with an intense group, an intense amount of time with a certain number of people, you get like jokes and things that just get
Right.
repeated, and so it was like a constant when camera wasn't rolling, just fun.
Yeah.
Jokes and.
That'll be the whole audio commentary. It'll be like,
Yeah.
I remember after this when I
Yeah,
said this.
pretty much. Inside jokes that nobody's understanding.
Are they getting drunk? They're getting drunk.
Yeah.
They're getting drunk and reminiscing, and I'm just gonna sit here and watch.
Right.
And they've already mentioned a couple times. So apparently everybody else so far has loved the experience that they're already clamoring for season 2.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? Make it happen. Let's
Yeah.
do it. I've seen that one episode. I want more, and I want a second season.
Right.
5 seasons.
Hey, hopefully everybody feels that way.
5 seasons in a movie. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's just order all these seasons
That's
right now. Yeah.
Are you picking it up?
Yes, I've got $2.
Yeah.
Right. Let's start.
8 in the morning.
Indiegogo. Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately that will all be determined by, how people respond to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Preview screenings have all been, very well received.
Excellent.
So we'll see. But the audience dictates that, right?
Oh, of
So
course, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're all hoping for that.
Yeah.
Totally.
It would be fun.
Yeah,
Fun to get
hell
back
yeah.
there with everyone. So.
Now, where did you shoot?
Oh man, we shot in Aurora,
Okay.
Newmarket.
That's where it was.
Markham. Yeah, it was that area. A lot of people ask that question actually,
Yeah.
and it's like strange for us because we're pretty close to civilization, but it,
Yeah.
But it looks like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a good thing that translates.
We're
Because,
close to civilization, but far enough onto properties that we couldn't really see too many roads or
Yeah.
or civilizations. So
Exactly.
it was a bit, I wouldn't say eerie, but it was cool
Mhm.
because I think as a group, kind of felt like we were in a place that wasn't Ontario, wasn't.
Yeah.
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 it felt isolated
Yeah.
for sure.
Felt
Yeah.
isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was neat.
I love that. Because, it looked secluded, it looked completely isolated. You're like, yeah, I can totally buy into the whole fact that this is 5 years later. And
Yeah.
The world's
It's not
gonna
quite as
shit.
many people
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Because I love that. I love the idea. So
And
I'm
it's
really,
scary too.
Right? Yeah.
For I always think, because I'm an urban person, many of us are, it's scarier to be in the middle of nowhere than in a downtown core.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like late at night. I'd way rather be on a bit
Yes.
Yeah.
empty
Oh,
street
yeah.
downtown.
Oh my God,
than
yeah.
in the woods. Or,
My
When you're
dad.
downtown and it's kind of empty, it's like shit.
That's a completely different feeling though, because I know exactly what you're talking about. My dad had a house in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, and I would go out to visit him. And midnight here, there's still a glow. There's lights everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Midnight in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, it is black.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see that. It was just so that's
Yeah.
gotta
Nobody
You know,
can
it's-
hear you scream.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
We have
just
street
Only the
lights pretty
creatures.
Right.
Who lights? But that's man, it looks fantastic. So, dude, I want you. I outsmart him already. I want to see that. I want to take him down. It's gonna be
Patience, my
way.
friend. That's part of what makes me smarter. I have a vision.
Play the long game.
Yeah.
Now you guys are talking about pranking. Let's.
We should have planned something for this.
We should have.
There should have been a prank.
I should have been kissing him right now.
That's a prank.
I feel like you're sitting going this because you're talking like this. I feel like this is the plan.
Shoot you little, yeah. Now, what else have you got? Like, obviously, Omega is taking a huge portion of your time right now.
Right.
You guys getting it ready. The launch is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then every week after that, there's a new episode.
Right.
What else? I mean, being a writer and creator ourselves, we know that there's always something percolating. So,
Absolutely.
is there something else you're toying with? Like, is there another story you want to tell?
Yeah, I mean, currently, obviously, totally attached to this.
Oh,
but
totally.
we're talking to Machinima about this show that's essentially, it takes place during World War II. And it's about a small platoon of soldiers who come across a crashed alien ship. And then they acquire their weapons, so they're kind of fighting the Germans with like
super weapons.
crazy. Yeah, exactly. So that's something we're playing with. It's not really developed yet. It's just kind of like that's
Just
the
that
concept.
idea stage, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So once we finish this, we will probably get more into that, and then I mean there's some things that I can't really talk about,
Of
but
course.
obviously I mean my aspirations are to get into features,
Yeah.
and it seems like we're pretty close. So
That's cool.
yeah, for sure.
And
It's
who doesn't
exciting.
like World War II and alien stuff?
Exactly.
It's
Just
perfect
makes
mix.
sense.
Seems obvious.
It's right.
It does seem obvious,
It's
right?
like peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah.
Damn right.
But yeah, no, I
Not
love
however,
it.
like cowboys and aliens.
No.
Yeah, that's
No,
right. Yeah.
Don't you don't want to make that mistake,
No.
sir.
I know.
Do not.
I know.
Although if you can get a little bit wild.
Right. So you know.
Doesn't matter what
They're
she
good.
does.
Exactly.
Well, see, and I don't remember her name now, but there's a young actress in the first episode where we were literally just talking about her because you've got the military
blonde.
guys in in all their gear, and there's this hot little military girl
Right.
running around in a tank top. I'm like, damn.
And then, yeah, and they're using her for the
Which I
marketing.
was
Like,
great.
yeah. Like they have her picture just plastered on
Yeah.
the front page with like the low cut top, and it's like perfect.
That is the action figure I want.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Exactly. Hey, I'm sure we get a lot of views because of her. So.
Oh yeah.
Is it so is that is it mostly going to be based on views or like comments and stuff that people leave as far as
like-
gauging the popularity?
Yeah, there are a lot of metrics involved
Okay.
when it comes to how they determine if something's successful or not.
Right.
Right now we're trending very well, but yeah, views are one thing,
Mhm.
comments are one thing, likes, dislikes.
Okay.
There are a lot of things that are invisible publicly, so
Yeah.
like when you see a view count on YouTube, it's not really accurate. And when
Mhm.
you see likes, like I said, likes, dislikes, comments,
Yeah.
all of that stuff is kind of taken with a grain of salt, and there's some pretty complicated things they get into. So I mean, ultimately, yeah, views are the determining factor because that's kind of where the
Yeah.
money comes from, and so.
Of course.
Yeah. So hopefully the view counts are good.
Oh yeah.
That'll push it forward into.
Cool.
And you guys
seasons.
have like Mishima, and not only Mishima, but Omega has its own like Twitter and its own website, the whole nine yards.
Doesn't actually. No, not yet.
Not
No.
yet. That's right.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Because yeah, we wanna tweet the shit out of it. We'll tweet the shit.
Yeah. We just all kind of like tweet amongst ourselves about the show.
Yeah.
So like we kind of are collectively Omega, but yeah, it doesn't have its own page.
But if they hashtag Omega, they'll be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll leave that for the fans to create
Yeah.
a lovely fan page and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I often,
Audrey, I'm talking to you. That is your job for this evening. Omega, look
We've
it up.
got people in France on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah. No, we don't have to worry about it.
We've got France on it.
Yeah. They are super fans, and they've been very, and they actually follow us and retweet everything we
Oh,
do
is
as
it
well. So yeah,
Sweet.
they will be. If we say, please, Audrey and Marilyn, can you do this? All over. Thank you. But yeah, because it looks amazing, guys. It really does.
Great, thanks a lot.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
And like we were just talking with Murray about the whole fact that we had to make sure you guys get your trigger guard
Yeah.
and
Well,
everything has
details.
the
How
details.
did you
The
guys?
details are key.
Yeah. Like who's working on? I mean, I don't know. Honestly. Like, where did you guys?
Murray was a great person to have
Yeah.
on set, and
Yeah.
also one of the, I don't remember the name of his role in terms of like his robot, Nevin, obviously.
Right.
I don't know what his job per se was.
PD.
You wear many hats.
Yeah, he was the man of many hats, that's the
Yeah.
best way to look at it. But he was great in terms of keeping things as accurate as we could. I mean, like, if you just look at the comments already on just the trailers and stuff like
Yeah.
that, these people are out there just to
Yeah.
look for all
Yeah.
these little details.
It's the
That's
details that
beauty
make
of the
it.
internet, right?
Yeah.
But no, but we put a lot into it. There's nobody that just
Just
kind of let it bypass. We all wanted to be as accurate as we could because we really stepped into these roles and we wanted to make this as good as it could be. So
Because yeah, I think that's where you'll get the fans from, because obviously sci-fi has a built-in base.
Yeah.
So you've got those people at least coming to look.
Right.
But yeah, and then it's the details that are going to make people stay. So as long as the
Yeah,
details
for sure.
mesh, people are
Yeah.
going to really, and of course the characters. Sorry, but yeah, characters, obviously. But yeah, the details are the things that make it come to life. So yeah, as long as your details are there, I'm there. So dude, those ships are awesome.
Sweet. I'm happy you like it.
I was just talking with Mary and Michael about it. Tell me there's a shot, or at least the potential for a shot in the second series, where you can see one of these things coming over the horizon and just coasting.
That would be cool.
Because it looked.
Yeah. In episode 10.
I'd like to get into one of those actually.
Right.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
That'd
go
be
see what
cool.
they look like inside.
Yeah.
In episode 10, we do have some ships that are a lot more involved and interacting with the characters. So
So you need to stick out the season.
you have to just wait on this episode. Yeah.
I will be
10
subscribed
weeks.
when I go home because it looks. Yeah, I love the look of it. It's gonna be amazing.
Can we actually subscribe to it or
Yeah.
something? Can we do that right now, like when we go home, or
You
do we
can,
wait
yeah.
till tomorrow?
Well, Machinima Prime is where you'd subscribe.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, the episode is airing. Well, first episode, which you have seen, is going public tomorrow.
Cool.
And then every Friday.
They just hit 1 million subscribers last week sometime.
Nice.
Machinima Prime.
Yeah.
They're actually the largest network on YouTube. And just one of the largest entertainment networks in the world right now, across all media. So
Nice.
yeah, it's crazy. You know, they started off as a YouTube channel, and suddenly you're kind of like controlling the world. It seems it's nuts. You know,
We're coming for you.
right?
That's the internet.
Anybody can do it. Yeah, it's very cool. It's very
That is wicked.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that.
Their popularity and just the awareness about them, I think, since we shot in October is like crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
The number
That's a
of
good
people
ride
paying
to be on
attention.
at the
No, it's
beginning.
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
like our producer did Terminator Salvation, and like we're doing a web series, and then like I mean they're paired with Warner Brothers and Lionsgate, and they're just trying to deal with Ridley Scott. And it's like this is a YouTube channel. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Everybody, all the big studios are going to YouTube.
Yeah.
Like that says a lot about
It
where
really
everything is
does.
today.
Yeah.
And it's great for us. You know,
Yeah.
Totally.
it opened a door.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
It's a smart move because
Yeah.
it seems to be the direction.
It really
Yes.
does.
It's going,
Yeah.
so.
Because I live it.
Absolutely.
We're right in the middle of it now.
I mean, God knows it's easier to promote rather than trying to
Yeah.
get like butts in the theater seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Just sit at your computer.
Device in everyone.
Yeah.
Device in everyone's pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
You watch that on your way to work. 7 minutes of your time. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Every,
Won't
every
drain your
Friday.
battery. Good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Characters, story, aliens. I cannot wait to see some of these aliens. I'm just saying. I heard there's rumors that there's some in this thing. I'm ready to see them. That's all. That's all.
You will see them.
All right.
Briefly, but you do see them.
Yeah, see, I don't
See
need a
one
lot.
episode.
Right.
Now we're like, bring on the
Bring on
aliens.
the aliens. I'm all for ass kicking. But
No
yeah.
patience. You could learn a lot from this man.
Yeah.
Damn it.
The wise one.
That is, okay, so you've got that, gentlemen. What do you guys have coming up?
What, you want me to go first?
Sure.
Yeah, aside from this, I got a feature film that I filmed
Nice.
just prior to this one, actually, that's going to be coming out this year.
Wicked.
It's another independent type feel behind it,
Awesome.
but I know there's a lot of good people behind it. It's called Symphony Dark, so I'm one of the leads in that.
Yeah.
You'll be hearing about that probably closer to the TIFF time is when they're looking at
Nice.
releasing that, because I think that's their primary goal. And then aside from that, I'm also signed on to do one other feature film, but I can't release too much about that.
The important thing is the work is there.
Exactly, yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Omega even opens more doors. and stuff like that,
Hell yeah.
including a second season.
Yeah, exactly.
So much pressure on me.
Yeah.
Do it, Jared.
Sir?
Yeah, I'm totally relying on Jared.
All right, see, now the pressure's on.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
no, I'm just kidding. I'm a writer as well.
Oh, wicked.
I actually wrote some on the series as well.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
a really good writer. All the voiceover stuff, this guy.
Right on.
And so I've been focusing on writing and auditioning a bit, but I have a couple of projects, a web series and a feature that are early stages. So
Very
those are the things I've
cool.
been working on in the last little while. Yeah,
I love the web series.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good stuff.
We like
We'll have an
being
announcement.
too.
We'll have an announcement one of these days, sooner or later. I'm just saying, stay tuned for that. It's coming.
Someday.
Someday. It's coming. But gentlemen, that is fantastic. Omega, watch it on YouTube, sign up at Machinima.
Machinima.
Machinima. I've heard it pronounced many different ways. Yeah.
I like it. Whatever it is, it's awesome.
Machinima.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. 10 episodes, so that's easy to get through it. And then we'll start bitching and whining for a second season.
Shout it.
I'll start bitching and whining on episode 5.
At that halfway mark, but you know,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like there's 5 more to go.
Preemptive.
Yeah.
Bitch.
That's what I did with Bomb Girls.
That's
Where it's
right.
like you get to the halfway mark, and you're just
That's
like, I don't want this to end yet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But
do
yeah,
you want me to cry?
well, as long as we know there's the potential for a second season, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Flashbacks. Well, we were just talking about
Flash forward, flash sideways.
Like we start, maybe, first season is year 5, afterwards you go back to season 2, it's like year 4, and totally work back to first contact.
You could.
That would be wicked.
Is this totally like out of con? Like that's actually what we're
That's a
talking
good idea.
about. Was this mentioned earlier?
No, it was
Oh,
kind of
really?
thrown out briefly, and I'm like, you know what, because they talked about flashbacks. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what, you could make the entire second season, like year 4. The
Yeah.
cast is bigger, and the cast gets bigger every year because they all end up dying by the end of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by season 1 or year 5, there's only like 3 or 4 people left, like in the series.
Right.
And then you find out why.
Makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Yep.
Anyway, gentlemen, that was awesome. Thank you for finding the time to come in.
Thank
We're gonna pimp the shit out of this
Awesome.
because that's what we
great.
do.
Yeah.
Bonnie, wait for the camera. Bonnie's not gonna wait for the camera.
She's very busy and stressed.
Yeah.
But yes, Sue.
Tim.
That was a good experiment for us. We did a 3-segment show with all kinds of guests tonight. All kinds. We had 3, 5, 8 guests tonight.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you for having all of us.
Oh man, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I think it was a cool way to do it. Just to have so many people come in and just talk about the same thing. It was way.
Hanging out in the kitchen.
There's a kitchen party right now. You are not invited. But we are going to call it a day.
Yeah.
Sue,
Tim,
thanks for coming out.
thank you for having me.
Smithy TV and Mind Reels are going to say thank you. Thank you, Bonnie, as always.
Anytime.
She's not waving for the camera tonight, apparently. I don't know what's wrong with her. We're going to say good night and thank you very much. Et bonsoir.
Hey, bonsoir.
And that was awesome, guys.
Thanks.
And that first episode it was wicked.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, man.
yeah, I'm really
That's
looking
awesome.
forward to see what happens with it. Thank you. So, yeah.
We're
Cool.
gonna watch it proper tomorrow.
I just want to have them all in my inbox though right now, just so I can just go home and watch them now.
Right.
I'm just saying, I don't expect it to happen, but no,
Lots
you
of advanced
definitely got me.
You want to be like Guy
serious.
Stones where it can
Yeah,
just get
right.
emailed to you
Yeah.
and then just like.
Yeah, there's something to be said to have it all
Everyone.
released, like House of Cards was, all at once.
Yeah, right?
It's
There's
interesting.
also something to be said for 10 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm David Bronstein, king of late night TV. You know, I'm a TV guy. I produce infomercials. I book the airtime. But all the action has changed now. The world is topsy-turvy. The world's went upside down. Now, to market your product, to market your service, you got to produce videos and market them online. On all these social networking sites, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the MySpaces, the YouTubes, Funny Junk, E-Bombs World. These video sites are the new television networks online. And one day, you can upload your video online and get millions and millions of views. There are products and services making a fortune online, not on television anymore. They can't make any money on TV. They're all online and they're producing videos.